Alright, welcome back everybody to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully you're all doing very well today. Just getting everything set up here, and then we will get rolling. Alright, just gotta share the stream. Carlos getting the popcorn for the stream, that's funny. Do you actually have popcorn? Like, do you really enjoy popcorn? I know some people actually really love popcorn. It depends on the popcorn for me, but usually it's pretty good. It's got to be buttered just right, or get that nice kettle corn. It's really tasty. All right, so that's all good. The stream's all shared, so we can go back to game. We can switch the camera over for you guys. Gregtech. Alright, so that's good. Now I just got to get the chat rolling on my phone, and we're going to be pretty much all set here. 1 second, let me grab my phone. Also going to open up the window a little bit so it doesn't get too warm in here while we're running Gregtech. Looks to be like a beautiful day outside though, I'll say that. It was kind of gloomy and disgusting and rainy all week. Now that we finally have some nice weather. Alright, where's my live stream? There it is, 2 people watching. Awesome. Yes. Here we plant corn in the backyard just to have popcorn. Really? That's actually a pretty cool, interesting, like, fun fact about, like, where you live from. Yeah, because I don't even know what type of corn specifically it is that you need to make popcorn. Because I know there's many different types of corn. My air conditioning is on maximum 44 degrees Celsius here. Dang. Yeah, I cannot say that is the same anymore. It is dropping. It used to be like 80s and 90s, like Fahrenheit. Now we're dropping down to the 50s and 60s, which is nice. Like you wake up in the morning, get nice and cool, throw on a sweatshirt. But here we are. We're back. Casey and Tobra, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. So I kind of laid this out a little bit. So we'll have each of our display screens just to be able to see some of the ores that are just kind of chilling in the network to be processed. Obviously, we're only going to start with a couple of them. We have the macerator that's going to be hooked up first. And then we're also going to have, what is it? This is going to be my network screen. That's going to be like the post-processing, or where all the items are going to be kind of dumped in as well. So we'll have this. This will have all of our storage here. What's going on, RXQ? Thank you very much for the likes. Welcome in. Americans are experts in corn. Everything there is made from corn. I know. I can't remember if certain plastics, I think, are also made from corn. Also, we make fuel, ethanol, out of corn, which is kind of funny. But yeah. We'll also have, I think right here, I'm going to want to have like 3 import buses to where I could just slap down some compressed chests or other things like that to where I'll be able to extract items from my chests and dump them into the system. And then here, I would also like, what do you want to say, another panel, so that way we can have like crafting and stuff. So also have our wall come out a little bit too, just so it looks kind of nice. And originally I had it kind of lined up here, but I kind of moved it over a little bit so that way it's nice and centered up with like a pathway that'll be here. But yes, the sooner that I can get this set up, or like at least operational, to have it with a macerator, that's going to be kind of nice. And I think I'm going to flip these around, so it's going to be the long way going back that direction. And we'll have 3 of them lined up, 1 for water, 1 for mercury, and then another one for sodium persulfate, where we're having all the washing processes going on pretty much at the same time. Oof. All that fun stuff. Oh yeah, yesterday, excuse me, when I was playing after the stream, there was a creeper riding a spider that was running around. It accidentally blew up. It only blew up 2 blocks of the turbine, thankfully. It was like this one and this one. And I just went around and actually replaced the import buses. I thought I could have one import bus for all 4, which maybe you can, but it really wasn't working out that great. I'd rather have one bus per turbine, so that way if we see a turbine not working, we can specifically point out which one is having problems. So yeah. Also, I remember you showing me yesterday, Carlos, in the Discord, I think it was, the fuel values. So, yeah, I don't know which, what do you want to call it? Which diagrams or, like, I'm trying to think of the right term to call it. It's not like a program, but where you found it. I know the Gregtech New Horizons Discord, they have all the spreadsheets and everything. That's the name of it that I'm looking for. Turbine selector. Oh, so, wow, you can actually select. That's insane. You could actually select your rotor material and size, and they give you the efficiency, the durability, the optimal steam flow, energy from optimal gas flow. Yeah, large gas turbine. Optimal flow, fuel flow, liters per tick, regular tier. Huh. 5,580 EU per tick. What's going on, Zinc? How you doing? I don't know if I've seen you before, so I do apologize if you have been here before and I have forgotten, but welcome to the channel. How you doing? Alright. So, we can actually turn all of these down, like, quite a bit. Hold on, we have -12, so we'll set that to 10. Yeah, it'll save us on some benzene, although they'll probably have to run longer, at least as long as it's the most efficient. That's kind of what I want. Well, I guess most efficient would be getting us the most power for the amount of benzene we use. So, it's not the right term that I was going for. Alright, 200. Yes, 200 liters per second. Good morning. How are you doing, Joker? When you pass a certain point, you are burning for nothing to produce less energy. Yeah, which, well, I guess these ones are going to have a different efficiency rating, but whatever, we'll keep them the same. What I did before is I was watching, I would increase it by 1, and I would see that it would produce more energy so that the batteries would charge faster. Eventually, I know you go 1 more liter per tick, and then the amount that you gain really isn't probably worth it, but I've been doing good. It is not my first time here, but I'm not on streams often, so it's not surprising you don't remember me. Maybe you remember me as random Slovenian viewer. Sorry for bad English. It's all good. But yeah, welcome back, and I apologize for not remembering you, but very happy to have you back in the chat, and glad that you've been doing well. But yeah, glad that you are back once again. So as you can tell, we were kind of setting up our, our ore processing network over here. But I've also been messing around with my power generation, and I did clear out some space. As you can see, I did actually do some mining, or cleaning out of the area. I want to put an LSC here eventually, so that way we can power everything a little bit more cleanly. Having more turbines is better than burning benzene faster. Yeah. Which actually, funny enough... Oh, you know what? Hey, what's going on, little one? How you doing again today? Might not be a bad idea to get another set of 4 turbines. Connect it to this pipe as well. Oof. I mean, it would be nice. We really don't need to save on plastic fluid pipes, so I mean, those are easy. I would like to have a walkway. So even if I just built it here and then had, you know, because that would still be 3 wide, but there would be 1 block between the pipes. It'd be fine. Build the turbine here, and then maybe figure out somewhere else for the LSC. Actually, maybe we can put the LSC here. Lapotronic supercapacitor. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you very much for asking. I'd assume you probably already beat Axel. Just because I think I saw, what is it, a TikTok of yours saying victorious or something, and I saw Axel in it. The Clue, welcome to the channel. How are you? You can put the turbines in the recipe you did for like the LCR. Yeah, which I do want to do for pretty much all the machines. It'd be nice. Gonna go get my hair done. Awesome. We'll have a fun time getting your hair done. Oh, okay, so this is 5x5. So it is a little bit bigger. Doing good. Glad that you're doing well. So that's gonna be for my nitrobenzene, the chem plant. Good afternoon from Vietnam. What's going on, Brian? How you doing today? How's the ore proc going? Not too bad. I'm happy that I finally got an area set up for it. Francisco, welcome into the stream. How you all doing? Anybody that's new, welcome. Glad to have you here. So here's going to be where like the brains of the network is going to be back here. So we're going to have our storage drives. This will store all of the items before it goes into processing. So this will be all the macerator stuff. And then whatever I decide for each colored branch that we have here, that's going to go to a different type of material processing. And then it's all going to be kind of connected to here, which is going to be our main. It's going to be a secondary network compared to our main net over there, but it's going to be our main kind of network for the secondary network. We're going to access everything here. We'll have a bunch of spots here to place chests down to import items into the system. And then also I'm wanting to have another crafting terminal that's actually attached to the main net here. So that way we can access everything. We can try and craft whatever we want from here as well. Yeah, it took a few tries and you need a ton of smoothies, but we got him down. Heck yeah. Congratulations on that. This is really old Minecraft mod pack, isn't it? So, funny enough you say that. Welcome to the channel zone. The mod pack itself is actually, well, it is very old. It's like 10 to 11 years old. But its most recent update was like a month ago, and they add a lot of stuff with every update. Like, it's been pretty crazy, the stuff they've added. I'd say. Alright, so now we can also, hold on. See, because I don't have things set up properly, this is a pretty big nightmare. Oh, so that's connected to the AE2 system. Oh, good. That doesn't have access to... I need an export bus with... Ooh, actually, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Let's get rid of these pipes. Get some more of these cables and just put an export bus with some benzene. I need to get like a round robin card for the benzene, so it splits it all up evenly between a tank for this turbine or these turbines, and then that turbine or that tank over there, and then tanks for the other parts of the base. Alright, that'll be good for now. At least that's kind of like the nice thing too, is most of the bosses, I mean, as long as you have enough items in preparation with smoothies, you could take most of them down in, what is it? Grounded, there you go. But I apologize for not being able to be there. I've been pretty busy this week with class, finally got a free day off. And then last weekend, yeah, I was pretty busy. But finally have some time to do some stuff today. Hey, Finn, welcome to the channel. How you doing? I'm trying to see what else. So yeah, next week is looking like it's going to be busy with my real job as well. Which, Thursday and Friday are going to be a little bit more annoying. Hopefully the job isn't too bad. I gotta drive an hour to get to work, and then obviously drive an hour to get back. And that's gonna go into the following week, so we'll see how that all rolls out. I forgot to dump off my benzene here. Oops. There we go. Use only one storage for benzene and distribute it throughout the base with the export buses. Yeah. Which is also another thing I'm thinking I want to do. Is also hook up, what is it? The exports of all these to the me network. So I'm going to have to start getting some dense cables and everything hooked up here. So that way we can dump all the wood tar into storage and then obviously disperse it out to all of the distillery towers. King Ryan, welcome in. I need help on a game problem and the update glitched the in-game Wi-Fi. I'd assume you're talking about Gregtech, right? Or what are you talking about, Ryan? Oh man, it's been a while. How's it going, Yummy? Nice to see you again. Alright, so let's continue on real quick with the Proc network. ER Gaming and Trey, hello, welcome in. I'm playing Bloons Tower Defense 6, and the update 51 keeps crashing my game, saying I have no Wi-Fi, but it's on. Have you looked up on... Usually Reddit has a lot of good stuff. Don't look up on Reddit, but just look it up, and then most of the time you see stuff posted in Reddit for common problems. Or just if anybody else has common problems relating to that, because I'm not really sure. I don't really play Bloons Tower Defense, so I apologize. No King's Day is tomorrow, October 18th. Spread the word. What's No King's Day? Welcome to the channel, Quiet. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm about to go get my ears checked out because of my recent hearing problems. Alright, well I wish you the best of luck with that. Hopefully it goes well, Yummy. Pickles and Angel Dust, how you doing? Alright, so we have our cables. I just need maybe an export bus. Oh, okay. People protesting against the current administration. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I know certain administrations are better than others. I guess I'm not even going to say it. It's fine. It's fine. Blaze doesn't need to get political. Although I feel like I've said political things in the past, but it is what it is. Alright, this me network is a bit more important. Let's see. Try to go back to my messages. I apologize for not doing anything. I'm trying to look up kind of what I had here. So I have a cable with an export bus. Okay, that goes into an interface. Got it. So we're going to get our export bus. We're going to get Ordict card. No man should even joke about running a third term. It's the whole reason we had a war against Britain, aka no kings. Oh, I gotcha. I mean, yeah, even say, like, if I had, like, the best president or person, like, running the country, I mean, even though, like, they're great, you would maybe say you would even want them to run a third term. Like, it's not the way that the country is run, and obviously that's just going to lead to bad problems. So I would agree, like, you never want to have people to run longer than, obviously, that they're permitted to. There's those laws for a reason. So, yeah. Whoop, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Sounds good. We'll see you later, Yummy. Thank you very much for jumping in. Order cards. There we go. So we'll have everything flow through this card. So, Ordict card, thank you very much. And then we just do a little bit of that. So that'll be all the way through here. It won't let me play custom Bloons Tower Defense 6 maps made by other players and play shows. And no Wi-Fi and crash. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but once again, I am sorry. I don't have any answers for you other than try to do some research on other players that had that similar problem. Exactly, yeah. Also getting hungry. Where are my interfaces? I guess I don't have any. That's the fun part too, is that we're going through a lot of titanium for all this. Interface, we don't have interfaces. Oh, we do. Okay, good. Turn these into a block. Has anyone here played Modern Industrialization? I have not. I'm pretty sure I've heard of it. Any questions that you have about it, though, that you're asking for? Make the first filter for the final products. Hey, Hydro, how's it going? Welcome back. Make the first filter for the final products, and then filter the macerator. Oh, okay, so put another filter here, and then those items just go back to the main net. So like all of the final dusts, and then everything else like that. Okay. Black covered cables, which actually the black covered cables look really nice, I will say. So yeah, I'd probably have to get a storage bus and then have another controller, or interface I should say. I'm kind of interested in the difficulty difference between Gregtech and Modern Industrializations. Okay. Yeah, I guess I've never, I haven't heard about the mod pack. But I do know that Gregtech in itself, which I assume you probably know a lot about, is pretty difficult in terms of, setting up machinery to be able to craft anything you want. I guess I say it's difficult, although it's more difficult on the optimization to be able to get you a lot more products quicker. It's not really difficult to figure out ways to make stuff, especially through the NEI. Don't throw the final dust into the main net. Leave dust in the net because you'll have to put several drives and cells. Oh, okay. So you're saying make a different filter to have all the end products still stored in the subnet, but just have it stored separately in other drives, say other than maybe like these ones. Hey, Dreamwater God, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Alright, so I have another interface, and then we'll eventually probably have to get a storage bus on that. Do we have storage buses in my inventory? We do not. So I don't like how you can't add buses in between, whatever. It's fine. I'm just going to complain just to complain. So that'll be our different filter for other items, yada yada yada. Madeira, how are you doing? Proc has been very powerful me. I got a lot of resources and got 800,000 iron now. So much iron I feel like you probably won't even use it all. Wait. Okay, we're going to move this over 1. So that way it will have this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in the middle for decoration. Then we'll just have to move it over 1. That'll be fine. The filter is the same as the others, except that a card catches the dust. Yeah, that makes sense. I was trying to see where you were saying to go with the filter. So I'm gonna move this all over, sadly. Tungsten ingots don't need to be there. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Ordered card. This one's going to be everything. This one will probably have an ordered card with dust, whatever, that's fine. Alright, so that's better. Renovated Studios, what's going on? How you doing? Shinitai, I think that's how you say it. Welcome to the channel. You can place storage buses below already connected to the cables. If you place the bus onto a block you want it on instead of placing it on cable. Wait a minute. So you can place storage buses below already connected to cables. So, okay. If you place it on the bus. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta test this out. So we'll just say a dual interface. It's fine. Sometimes I have to read it a little bit slow. I do apologize, but I appreciate the help. You can place the storage bus below already connected to cables. If you place the bus onto the block you want it instead of placing it on the cable. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. I don't know why it took me so long to understand that. So let's do this. Oh, okay, wow. That's a lot easier. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the help. Also, everybody in the stream, thank you very much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Currently setting up our ore processing network here. I do apologize. It is a very ugly cave right now, but we are trying to get function over... Is it overform? I think that's how you say that, technically. Trying to make it work nicely, and then we'll make it look nice afterwards. But yeah, so that's all that. We also got a wall here. We'll have to move this over a little bit. That'll be fine. Burger Tech, what's going on, Jacob? How you doing today? Function over form all the way to end game. Just never build anything nice just because we have to make everything work nicely. So here we're gonna have a decoration. Wait, no. All 5 blocks in the middle. Here's the decoration strip. It'll be another decoration strip. 1, 2, 3. That'll be the center. So we'll do this. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here's the decoration strip. And then here's the outside wall. Just kind of trying to pre-plan a little bit for decorating this a little bit. Hey, Meme, how you doing today? Making a good-looking base with functionality is tough sometimes. I agree. That's why I can't wait to go move down into the next tier of base. So that way we can use a little bit more redder or like darker, different colored blocks because, I don't know, like the gray... I don't know, the gray is just not looking good. And I don't know, I'm trying different colored palettes. I see we have stripped logs now. Trying to mess around with different color palettes to maybe hopefully make something that looks better. We're going back to the roots of the cave factory, the great work environment. Heck yeah. So we're not going to worry about this filter working. So actually, how does that work? This filter is going to shoot everything out. If it doesn't match any of the filters here, like say before we set this up for the final filter, if it doesn't match any of these, does it actually ship out? Or does it ship out and then get stuck somewhere at the end? I feel like it wouldn't ship because it can detect automatically that there's nowhere for it to go. Because we don't want it to have a loop all the way around, otherwise that might be a problem. Finally gonna launch my first LSC today. Everything is ready, just connect and check. Awesome, congrats on that. Cannot wait to get our first LSC. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Alright, so we're gonna have our first, or I guess a final filter here for everything. Then we should honestly be good to connect all these. Although I gotta make sure I don't need... Oh yeah, we might need some thicker cables. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So let's take these. So I could have just have a thicker cable coming out this way. But do I have any dense dark cables? Okay, black cables. Dense covered cable flicks. Oh, these aren't even the black ones, okay. That's not how you do it. Okay, here we go. Alright, there's all that. Yeah, that does not connect. I thought it wouldn't. That's fine. So let's do this. So let's do a dense covered cable there. Get rid of all that. And then we could have just a small cable and then interface. So we don't need the scanner on us to get the scanner out of there. Interface and then storage bus. And then here we can have all of these coming out. Ugh. You know what we gotta do? We gotta do this. Move it back one, so that way we actually have room to connect with small cables. Alright, so there's that connected. And then we can put our filters in here for everything to go to the macerator. Been doing pretty good. Been waiting to try and get in that Minecraft player colonizing land server. Ooh, I've seen some videos on some. That would be really cool to be able to do something like that someday. If it's not in any storage bus filters, it stays in the initial network. Okay. That's what I was looking for. That I'm glad that's actually how that operates. The return line only needs one cell because the ores in the processing will be stored in the filtered standby network and does not leave the return network. Okay. 2 amps of ZPM is good for start. Was a good start for now, in my opinion. Just making a backup. What do you mean, tooth grinder? Whenever you make something that could explode, you always hope that it doesn't. That's always the hope. Yeah, you hope that it doesn't happen. Oof. It's a public. Oh, it is public, but there's a queue. You actually have a good chance to play. Oh, okay. I thought it was like one of those like private servers that you get like 500 people in, and then if you die, like you're permanently banned for the entire thing. And then it turns into a YouTube video. Alright. So I think we have this all set up. We'll just have to get the P2P network set up to bring power over. So that's all fine. That's all fine. We'll just have to have our filters. Although, so basically, the output of the filters is going to be up here. So I'll have to like kind of loop that back down. I don't know if I go like out, 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 until we get the wireless connectors, because I don't want to waste too much energy yet with wireless connectors. Or I could just have it come from here, go into a hole here, which might look a little bit nicer like that. It might take a little bit more space. Yeah, because if I go down this way, we're going to be blocking off some sides of that. Oh, okay, yeah, I just replied to Jacob. Gotcha. Day one of waiting for Blaze to make an arc reactor in Gregtech. An arc reactor? I don't even know what the heck that is. Oh, boy. Alright, so we want to connect our network here. Let's figure out where or how we're going to do that. So we have our network here. Actually, I could just dig down. Let's do this. I hope that's low enough. Volric, how's it going? Oh, that is not low enough. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a great day today so far. Alright, we need to go a little bit lower. By a little bit, we just need to go... Actually, we should have a 2-block buffer layer. Well, whatever. Let's see what this does. Hey, thank you very much for the likes and for sharing the live stream. I greatly appreciate it. Tony Stark made one in cave with a box of scraps. Oh yeah, Iron Man. Okay, we are at the right height level here. If I use my input with the export card, just one common cable is enough for all machines. What do you mean? To hook up the AE2 stuff? JK, what do you mean, JK? What's going on, James? How you doing? I keep mistaking Tony Stark for Tony Hawk. I can see why. That's actually kind of funny. Frickin' Tony Hawk. Could you imagine Iron Man, Pro Skater? Okay, we can lower this down 1 block. We'll do that. Actually, we could go 2 blocks lower. So that way we could actually walk under here. Is there an arc reactor in this? Probably. There's a lot of other crazy stuff that I don't know yet. Arc reactor. Arcane researcher. Reactor. I mean, there are certain types of nuclear reactors. Knockwater reactor, thorium high temperature reactor, gas cooled reactor, mega chemical reactor, fusion control computer. Yeah, I think there's fusion reactors. Large plasma turbine, fusion tech, whatever that is. But yes, there are reactors. I just don't know if there's an ARC. I don't know what ARC stands for, ARK. Unfortunately, no arc reactor or anything resembling it. There is fusion reactors, but it works differently. Ah, I gotcha. How does an arc reactor work? Alright, so let's get some cables over here. Those are not the right ones. There we go. Say, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Alright, we'll figure out where to go with that later. Should the yellow be like the centrifuge or something? Just because it's kind of the same color. Technically, arc reactors are mini fusion reactors, so one might call it close enough. Oh, okay, I guess that would make more sense. A mini fusion reactor for, what do you call them? For Iron Man. Alright, so I did put a bunch of capacity cards in these as well. Although I feel like, I guess no, because the macerator is going to need a bunch of other purified or other dust that have to go back and get macerated, which making the filter for that's going to be interesting. So I guess if I have to increase the size of this too, I just go down. I guess I could go up too, but we're getting close to the outside, which kind of sucks. The wash plant. I would like to get the wash plant up and running as well too. Interface. Storage buses. Cables. Some blue dense cables. Oh good, the EBF shut down. Probably ran out of benzene again. Looks like a small hadron collider. Oh, you know what? We probably... hold on. Where's my super tank? We probably lost all of our benzene. We lost a little bit of... What do you want to call it? Tungsten steel? That's what I was smelting up over here, which kind of sucks. There we go. Rev 1 on... Oh yeah, Rev 1 on 7. Welcome to the channel, by the way. I've seen you start this playthrough, LMAO. It's so surreal seeing you pop up in my recommendations again randomly. What's going on? Well, welcome back. I feel like it's pretty easy, I'll say, for like YouTube's part, just because I don't feel like there's a whole lot of Gregtech New Horizons. Oh, I probably shouldn't have turned that on. A whole lot of Gregtech New Horizons players, or streamers, I guess. I mean, we have, obviously, me, you have, well, Threefold streams on Twitch now, I guess. You have Potato and Hamcorp, I guess, of being like the big ones. Other than that, well, I guess you have Duct, but that's kind of a different style playthrough. Either way, thank you very much for coming back. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, it's crazy how much progress we've made. I'm still working on the videos. Those are kind of a bit slower to come out just because they're It's a little bit more time consuming, and I kind of get to that almost like as a secondary thing. The next one is almost ready, just have to do some voiceovers now. But yeah, we did technically reach Ivy, and we are setting up our ore processing network now finally, which is nice. But yeah, how have you been since you first saw us, Rev? I have an array of self-sustaining MOX-VAC nukes that have not ventured into plasma power yet. See, all that stuff sounds crazy to me, and I can't wait for the day that I can actually understand and know kind of how those operate. Hey, I see over here as well, Jacob. Now I must go. We'll see you later. Thank you very much for jumping into the stream. Looks like a small Hadron Collider. Oh, it would be cool to see in this mod a big reactor build that once powered... Wait, oh, that once powered on is self-sustaining. That would be kind of cool. I don't know how self-sustaining they would be. See, that's just the fun stuff that I don't even know about, like all the other things later on in the mod pack that I cannot wait to just see. The multi-blocks that literally take up like the amount of space in this room or more is going to be insane. Me and two others got the gate recently, actually. I remember how painful it was to get the ore proc set up again. Yeah, thankfully we did have some good help from one of my buddies, Carlos, on the channel to kind of get like a basic for how it should be set up. So it kind of, I guess it really didn't really redesign it. I'm just laying it out into the walls to make it look nice, and then pretty much all this is pretty similar other than the wireless connectors that we're not going to use. At least yet, until we get a lot more power. But I do want to say congrats on getting the gate. That is... I cannot wait for that day. It's going to be amazing. And I couldn't imagine the feeling of... I'd assume you've probably been playing for quite a few months, or at least over a year, right? Coke ovens. Let's actually rename this one. Need to make an access point here to get back downstairs. Right here. Sure. And my memory card's upstairs, but that's fine. That reactor that produces waste for radioactive bees is self-sustaining, right? In all the mods. I think that one pretty much is, yeah. Which is funny. We get the bees to basically make nuclear power. It's been 10 months since we started the playthrough. Dang. See, that is awesome. Being able to get through something like that with a bunch of your friends is amazing. I can't wait for the day that I'll be able to have a server and have a bunch of people on or like to play through with at some point. Probably won't be for a bit until obviously have a bit more resources to do so, but that's going to be exciting. Alright. So it literally... This is pretty much ready to go. I just have to add in my filters. But also, we'll have to get our outputs set up here. So let's probably do that. And open up our tunnel here. I would like this to be the center. So this will be the ceiling. Okay, that's fine. This will be, just keep going down here. First storage bus of the macerator goes on an ore card. Yeah, that gets like the all ores or whatever, like the big ores. Actually, we'll just do that with this one. Wait, you could have the storage bus with an ore card too, because this can get all the crushed ores. That's right, I forgot about that. Raw ore or raw ore oil. So, yeah, I gotta go check these real quick. See what these are broken down into. Raw oil sands. Oh. Oh, okay. So that gets sent to the centrifuge. I gotcha. So we'll put that on the centrifuge. Which, I mean, we just manually do that. That's not really much. Playing with others really made the pack so much more enjoyable. I would, yeah, I could easily see that. And that's why I'm hoping I'm lucky enough someday to be able to play with some people. The storage bus with the card loses the filter area. Okay, so it does lose it. So we'll just get rid of this card then. So I have barrels. We don't have any more drawers to put anything in. That's fine. So we do have a drawer here. Was it you that I sent the Homestead mod pack trailer a few months ago, Blaze? Yes, it was actually. I thought that was another cool mod pack that I would like to play someday. Also, there's somebody else that I found on YouTube. Where... Oh, their name is Mudflaps. And they made a video the other day. So it's Can You Beat China's Hardest Mod Pack? And it's supposed to be harder than... what is it? Better Than Wolves? And I don't know. I didn't want to watch too much because I didn't want to spoil myself in case I play the mod pack someday. But there's like a Chinese mod pack that's even harder to play than that, and I thought it was kind of interesting watching the first couple of minutes. Spiders were climbing through the leaves of trees. Skeletons could shoot through the leaves of trees. So just trying to do like anything in the game was like dang near impossible. And he was playing it on hardcore. You get 3 hearts, and you only get 3 hunger shanks to keep filled at all times, which is absolutely insane. Oh yeah, I think it's called Might. Minecraft is too easy. That's the English translation of it. I saw it's just tedious, to be honest. Okay. Oil process is a separate line, so leave it together with the dust. So no sprinting. No, they do have sprinting yet. Alright, so there's all that. I don't know if I connect... How did I have this connected here? I guess I could just run through the tunnels. So, I had the P2P tunnel, a cable. Oh, okay. So then I connected to the network. So a controller here. So I could have a controller connected to the bottom of these, and then an interface with a storage bus on the bottom to be able to have access to, I guess to say, the end result, which I don't know if this is going to be the end result spot yet. We'll see. So there's that. Get an interface, a storage bus, and a dense cable. Alright, so that's actually good. That should be connected. So now I just need to rewire it, basically, or reprogram it to have access to the secondary OR network. Which we should also... The return network cannot be the final network, otherwise the dust will remain spinning in the filters forever. Okay. Well, maybe... Here. We'll put it here. So we want 3 open spots for all my ores. 1, 2, 3. That'll have the import buses, the chests, and then... Well, honestly, I could have my storage drives here. One, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, I need to open this wall up. I need to get through. Alright, so there's that. Oh, there we go. So that is now good. I just looked up the creator of the mod pack, and they made a Calamity mod for the Minecraft Terraria mod. Or at least involved in it. I'm not surprised. If you're that kind of like a mod developer, like you're putting in that much work and stuff, I'm not surprised you're working on it, something like that as well. I use at least 8 drives from start to finish. Wait, start to finish dust. What do you mean? Alright, I need to get some more drives, though, before I can do anything here. I'm gonna go now. Good luck on your playthrough. Hope you join us soon. Hope you'll join us soon. Trademark. Is that a Five Nights at Freddy's reference? But thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Knowing YouTube will meet soon enough. Yeah, well, I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you next time, Rev. Take care and have a good one. Hey, look at that, more titanium. Oh, okay. Join as in getting the gate. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it, and I cannot wait for the day that that arrives. Take care, Rev. Soon, right. Yeah, we've already been playing in this world for about a year, and we're not even halfway, but that's fine. I am loving it. Still just as addicted as day one, which is insane. Although I've had a couple breaks involuntarily due to work and vacations and stuff, so that kind of helps. Alright, so we don't have any drives left in here. Ugh. Oh, also, I did actually set up some stuff for the bauxite processing for more rutile. So, bauxite. You see heated bauxite, bauxite slurry, bauxite slag, purified bauxite. Can we make 64? No. We need to get the bauxite ore washed. That should be one of the first filters I finish up. So let's get some drives. Craft, I don't know, 4 of them for now. Oh. Merge. Why is that stopped? Not enough ingredients for MB circuits. What are you missing for MB circuits? Well, that was for crafting the any circuits. Why can't I craft these? I can. MV any circuit. I can craft that. Ugh. So that's the fun part about the Mii system sometimes is it likes to say it doesn't have stuff. But why not make stuff then? Scheduled 3 any MV circuits. Whatever. Craft these up and hopefully that helps. When it is working, it is smooth to watch. May have lost the process when it was not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. Very well could have been, because we did lose this a couple times recently. Or it had a maintenance issue too, and it wasn't running good. So yeah, now that I also have rutile made a separate way, I just have a little barrel up here to dump in a bunch of rutile. Alright, so let me see if I have some... 100, let's go. I know I could make it a drawer, have it automatically deposited, but I don't plan on keeping... Well, I might update this. Add in, like, AE2 working systems to it to be able to use ilmenite as well as then the bauxite slurry, which... Or maybe even the bauxite slurry will go to multi-block, so we'll see. Alright, so the crafting... Any MV circuits. Where is that? Any circuits? 24. Integrated processor. Don't mix up the ore processes with the craft processes. It becomes a mess later. Yeah. That's why I say, like, eventually I'll have to remove all, like, the crafting cards and then make it, like, an automated thing. Alright, well, MV circuits. MV circuits. Craft. 3. I like how it doesn't even... Oh my gosh. I also like how it says all of this is stored. Like, why... Okay, just cancel that. Whatever. Drives. Start. Yes. Alright, also 3.6 million drilling fluid. We'll get that filled up into our other system. On the contrary, try to break the process as much as you can. Just to see how badly I have it optimized. Carol, what's going on? Nice to see you again. How have you been? I am not in the right dimension yet. Stop flying away. Oops. Bardvana, welcome to the channel. I honestly wonder how much longer we do have left in Gregtech New Horizons. I know it's over a year. But I'm wondering if it's more like a year and a half or if it's like 2 years yet. Because I know that building a lot of other stuff in the future is going to be a lot harder. Just because I don't know the best optimizations for them. But one day the Twilight Forest devs will finish the mod. Will they finish the forest? Yeah, the Twilight Forest before I finish Gregtech. Probably not. You about 10 years. You know the sad thing is, like, oh, look at that guy. Just chilling up in the tree. Honestly, I would not be surprised. Just because we also have, like, Grand Theft Auto and stuff that's going to be coming out at some point soon. Which, is it actually true that it has been delayed? Or was that kind of false? Or is it just a speculation that it's going to be delayed? So, I mean, we're actually like half a year away, 6 months away from the original, what is it, they say like April or May that's supposed to be dropping. Very good. Needed to take a break from Gregtech New Horizons to not burn out, but now I'm playing again with full power, especially after updating my world. Awesome. Well, I wish you the continued best luck getting through the mod pack. Yeah, eventually, sooner than later, I also have to move this to like a ruby vein. Kind of sucks not having all the ruby, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're still only on chunk 24 of 36. And this makes me so happy that this is in here. It shows you how many more chunks it can mine and how many ores are in the chunk. Like, having that is beautiful. I absolutely love it. So you know roughly how long it's going to be here. I could make another ore drilling plant, but don't really care about it that much. I don't know. Welcome to the channel. When they announced it, they said February of 2026. Okay, I guess I forgot the initial. But then I remember them pushing it back to like April or May. That was like the next biggest like time frame that I remembered. And it's gonna be absolutely just completely break like the world, which is exciting and kind of crazy to think about at the same time. Oh yeah, we're also getting a bunch of alumina. So at the bauxite processing, we're getting a bunch of alumina. So I just been burning up a bunch of aluminum ingots as well. So we have like 500 something aluminum ingots now, which I know is not a lot, but to me it's a lot. Yeah, it's now set to release to May 26th. Okay. So it's about a little over 7 months. If GTA 6 does come out, I'll watch you if you're doing the campaign. I ain't paying $100. Sounds good. Yeah, I feel like YouTube would be fine. I won't be able to monetize the videos because I do want to listen to the music. I don't know if they would have a streamer safe mode, but I'd much rather prefer just playing it with the music the way it was intended. Just hopefully we don't get our channel banned because of all like the copyrights. But usually they're just warnings anyways, and then the people who made the music just get paid for it anyways. So we're not directly stealing any content, it's literally in the game. So, I mean, we'll be fine. We'll just play it the way it is. Plus, that's the biggest thing that I mean, one of the big things I love about GTA is just cruising around and just doing random stuff while the music's playing on the radio and stuff. And usually there's a lot of good music playing in the game, so I'm excited for it. I'll definitely be playing it. You know, I almost, because I'm not taking like a big vacation in terms of like, say like a spring break, because I like to take vacations every year, but since I'm not really going to be in the spring next year, it kind of almost works out perfectly to where I'm debating on taking off a couple days of work for the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. And if we look at the calendar, hold on, let's look. May. If it actually drops May 26th, it's going to be a Tuesday. Well, I guess I could still work Monday, which I doubt would happen, that unless they only have like a 1-day thing of work. Take off Tuesday through Friday, have 4 days to play it. As long as Nintendo doesn't buy Rockstar, you should be good. Yeah, could you imagine Nintendo buys Rockstar and then, oh, no more GTA ever. I know that wouldn't happen. Or does the GTA would just turn into dog shit? I'm excited. I'm very excited for Gregtech. GTA. Gregtech. Grand Theft Auto. Gravity Falls. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. Just gonna watch other people play it too. Well, sounds good. Hopefully you'll still be around to watch us play it. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Since distance does not matter. Just gonna kind of... No, because this will be the floor. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take this back. We'll have the interface, the controller. Actually, we don't want to waste too many channels either, so take this back again. Do that. Okay, whatever, we'll just mine it. What are you building? So right now I'm working on the ore processing area. So I'm going to be able to... So this is modded Minecraft, if you didn't know. These are basically computer drives that hold different, like, say, just call it like an SSD card or like a storage card. We'll be able to put all of our ores into the network, and then a bunch of different filters that are going to be back here are going to send out certain items to specific machines, so that way they can get processed the most efficient way. And then that way I have, you know, basically like an automatic processing area. So it just all gets processed, and then that way whenever I need my materials, I just have, you know, a click of a button over there to use them all. Alright, so we got that. Black cable. Do this, this, and then... Grand Theft Greg. Gregtech Auto 6, yeah. Gregtech Auto, could you imagine? Oh man. Just driving around in our Greg mobile. Alright, so that'll work. This will be our final storage. Yeah, so this will store everything that's been processed. Which I'm also wondering... Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Gravity Falls. I greatly appreciate it. the output of everything, if I output it onto this line. Hold on, so there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. So that's connected. I still need my memory card I did not grab. Alright. So, yeah, we need to move these over. Hopefully this doesn't destroy my data. Oh no, don't lose all my items. You know what? Hold on. These have to be stored. That's for the end products. These have to be stored somewhere else. You connected the entire main network to the Dust network. Well, one of these could be for Dust, and then... because at some point, I have to figure out where to connect the main net. I'm not saying that this is specifically where the Dusts are going to go. So what mod pack are you using? So the mod pack is Gregtech New Horizons, version 2.8.0. I do highly recommend checking it out. There's literally thousands of hours of gameplay if you're trying to get from the start all the way to the end, which is the Stargate. Even if you're not going to invest that much time into it, I still think it's a great mod pack to try out. Place a storage bus under the interface. Oop, thank you very much for reminding me about that. So... yeah, I just have to figure out a way to have basically all of the other outputs. So for like, say if this was the Dust network, to be able to allow the main net to have access to it, but so that it doesn't actually flow out the dust from it. I guess as we slowly get things more connected, we'll have to figure that out. Also, if we have our chest here, we'll have a cable maybe coming back out here that then dumps into the system here. Dense cables can't connect to these, can they? Oh, they can. Okay. Although... wait a minute. Yeah, there's only 8 channels that could flow through here. Well, I guess we really wouldn't need more than 8 for this. I mean, we just upgrade the storage cells in this. The return network only needs 1 cell. So, how are you talking about that? Like, the return network for the Dust, or just for everything? And how does that work? I have to go back into the Discord and see. So, or input and buffer for process data. See, I see the return network there. Return of the processing. So that's just a buffer. We should add in our filters to this. Alright, let's add our filters into this. This network you are looking at is a return network. Yeah, so I want this one to basically hold all the items. So when I dump my chests out here, I want them to be stored here before processing. Then, say, these could be everything that's a finished product that's ready for the main network. Which I guess, I mean, that could be Dust or whatever. I don't know if it makes sense to maybe combine these two or have separate for Dust. So that's what I'm trying to figure out what you mean by, like, having Dust kind of separated. Also, uses. Not sure it's the washer. Uses, or actually uses. There's only 331 types of ores. This is the network. Wait, this network will not hold anything. The processed flowers will remain, or the flowers. Processed ores will remain in your waiting network. Oh, okay. If something remains in the return network, it is because there's no place for it to be processed. Flowers equals ore, yeah. I'm going to go meet up with some friends, but I'll be back later. Have an amazing day. Sounds good. We'll see you later, Gravity Falls. Thank you very much for jumping in. Okay. So even, like, the finished products of all the ores are going to be all waiting in this guy. Okay. I see. So maybe what I'll do is, just for, like, cosmetics, I'll have one drive, well, or maybe even not, I won't even show, well, no, I should make it easy to access. I could put the one return drive up in the middle, and that'll dump everything else in. That's why I use one return chest. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll still probably just use the drives just to have, I guess, nice visuals. Or even if I make it, like, just fill it up with drives, just make them all like 1K storage drives, even though it's kind of a waste, at least it looks nice. Alright, so let's get our filters here. Hold on, I gotta kind of figure this out. So we want raw ore and ore. I like ore is O-R-E, and then you also like have the programming ores, the O-R. Raw ore, and ore oil and raw ore oil. That cannot be a return. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying everything is completely set in stone. Like, that's going to be the dust line. I mean, because I kind of understand what you mean. Alright, raw ore. Also, thank you very much for copying and pasting it. Raw ore. Crushed centrifuged. So, say I have crushed centrifuged. Wait, what is... Hold on. Let's leave that for now. Crushed centrifuged. Oh, okay. Okay, that's all getting... Yeah, that all just gets macerated anyways. I gotta do the and sign. Yeah, the tall vertical line is an ore, right? Also, the zombies are annoying. Crushed centrifuged. And... oh boy. So raw ore, okay. That equals ore, yeah, then that equals and, yeah. So I have to put the asterisks around everything like that, right? Make sure that we have all those. Alright, and The ore oil. So why does the ore oil go in here to be macerated? Uses. Because, I mean, they both get centrifuged. So once you just put them in the centrifuge... okay, yeah, the exclamation point equals not. Oh, okay, so that's... I see, not. Okay, you have it set to not those ores. I gotcha. I see, I see, I see. Kind of makes me want to program. And not... let's see. Yeah, ore oil. Ore oil. And not raw ore oil. Hopefully that's set right. So we got raw ore, then we have space, raw ore, ore crushed centrifuged, and not ore oil, and not raw ore oil. I don't know if I need a space or not before the... Yeah, do I need a space? Or does the not go right next to the asterisk like that? Y'all coding or something. Basically coding our storage system. What's up with a bunch of equals in the chat? Oh, Carlos is trying to teach me how to write this out here. Hey, P Games, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Is this okay just like this? Not ore oil? Wait, I guess... Oh yeah, that is how you have it. You don't need the asterisk before the sentences, but it doesn't change anything either. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Alright. I'll just put them in just, I don't know, to be on the safe side. Even though, yeah, you don't maybe not need them. Oof. Alright, so that is that. So then... this... we'll just supply that with power. Well, actually, let's get this powered up first. Okay, we do have our memory card. New or proc net. But yeah, how are you doing today, Minnie? I finally fully automated styrene, butadiene, and polyethylene automations. Previous polyethylene automation was relying on me bringing in oil from time to time. Well, now that you have it fully automated, that is awesome. Congrats on getting that ready. Living life. Glad that you're having fun living life. Or at least just living life. Fully processing naphtha and refinery gas with crackers and distillation towers. Ooh. Decided to go on a journey of nostalgia that led me to rewatching all of My Little Pony. Alright. There we go. My voice is dying again. The dust filter looks like this. Dust, oil, dust stone, dust, all that. Okay. Sounds good. I'll have to go add that in soon. just make sure we have all of our titanium kind of cooling down. Cool off my wrench. Gregtech New Horizons is so fun, not gonna lie. Made me relive the love for Minecraft. I would have to agree with that. Like, I haven't been this addicted to Minecraft since first starting Minecraft. Alright. See, I don't understand what this is for. It keeps saying it's scheduling. I mean, unless my recipe's wrong, to where, for some reason, it wants more of these materials, even though it doesn't even really require them. So what does it take to make a drive? Hold on, now I'm curious. Drive. So 4 titanium plates, 1 engineering processor, 2 cables, me chest, any HV circuit. Using substitution. Let's not use the substitution. There we go. My voice died again. No. Check if there's a lack of liquids, if the recipe has changed. So we got the 4 plates, the 2 cables, the chest. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay, remove the substitutions. That probably doesn't help it. So molecular assembler. Yeah, all that other fun stuff. Chest. Where's the me chest? Any MV circuits. Okay, so these probably... I gotcha. Let me take these. Molecular assembler as well. Turn off all substitutions. We don't care to have substitutions. Molecular assembler. Yes. The yellow in the recipe is what is waiting. The other items are stuck. Yeah. So we changed those 2 things. We'll see if that helps it in the future or whatnot. Ugh. Yeah, using substitutions, yes, is a nightmare. Yeah, that's why we just turn them off. If we don't have what we need, we don't have what we need. Like, we're just gonna leave it. Alright, so, honestly... we don't have access to all of our ores. Okay, which you said... well, no, this is gonna be... okay. We're going to move this back. Because this is going to be like what that was. Which is like the output of everything and the input where it's all just going to be stored anyways. So I'm going to reconnect it over there. Unless I'm mistaken. But there really shouldn't have been a problem with that. Alright, we got that. Okay, let's change the music too. The music's getting nethery. We don't want the nethery music right now. After I get stuff ready for nitrobenzene setup, I'm fully moving to the pocket dimension. Goodbye, overworld. We'll hopefully have a good time in the pocket dimension. I don't know, eventually I should probably check it out, just see what it's all about. Alright, so that's where all my storage is going to be. Honestly, all this can just go now. If you do this, you will be doing an internal OR loop, since there is nothing in the filters, and you will still connect everything to the main net. But it's going to be, how does that work? Like, how does it go to the main net? Because it's going to be almost no different than what we have here, where it connects up to the interface, then it connects up to this, to where we can see everything, but it's not supposed to go... Oh, is it? Because if I have the output going into the drives here, with a storage bus on this, So I guess how would I set that up then? How would I have... So this, I want to be my input. Where would I be able to set up, or how would I connect to the main network? So the main net will only see the dust net. Well, okay. So to only see the finished dust products, which is like the end result of everything anyways, is just making all of the dust. But what about stuff like, say, galena, like the crushed ore there that we want for other processing, that we would want to have access, because that's going to be probably stored and just staying in here, because it's just going to be crushed and then we use it for indium. Also, I need to automate hemp creep. That wouldn't be too bad. This network you are seeing is a return network. It is there. What is where the crushed ore will return from? Crushed ore will return from. Because I thought this here is where everything's basically going to be stored, either before processing or after processing, like, say, the crushed galena for the indium processing. Unless we just filter out the crushed galena and other ores like that into the dust, or rather than just saying the dust, just say the finished products. Yeah, so that still needs to have power. And where does the black wireless... Where does the black wireless that connects to the output of the machines go? Oh, so yeah, where does the output of all... Well, I guess no, the output of all the machines... The output of all the machines would probably just end up back into here. Which we still need to set that up yet, too. Output bus. Okay. So you'll have all the outputs of the machines. Oh boy. So when's Stargate? Oh, I already made it yesterday. Then your main net cannot see this network. Alright. So I have all my outputs. Actually, should do this, so that way we don't have them that close to each other. Yeah, think simple and go step by step. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm just overthinking a lot of this stuff right now. Okay, I was gonna say, I think I passed it. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Boom, boom, boom. Forget the main net and focus on the ore net. Okay. I'm just gonna get this set up here, just so it's out of the way of the other ore processing stuff. Alright, so keep that there for now. All of the outputs of my machines. It's pretty gross down here. Eventually we're going to have to change these power cables. So actually, let's do this. Input bus, power. So we got our toolbox. Actually, let's put the power right here, honestly. So we got that. Boom, boom, boom. Hey. Can we keep this up and out of the way? Main net seeing the ores is the last step. Delete where the ores were. Wait, you're talking about delete this, right? Yes, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. That was my whole plan. I just wanted to get rid of that and kind of make it a little bit more, I guess, visually nice. Oops. Alright, so that's got power there. That's a lot cleaner looking now. Alright, so that'll be the input, which actually should stack these. Macerator stack. Yeah, so the output... Oh wait, the output is also on any casing. I could have sworn the output had to be up higher, and there was like a weird thing that you could have more than one output. Interesting. Well, I guess maybe I'll move it then. Just gotta make sure, hold on, go back. Yeah, interfaces go on these, right? Yeah, not storage buses, I'm pretty sure. Two interfaces. That's why I was asking, like, yeah, I didn't know if it was storage buses that actually went on it. Which which I think you... Yeah. So that's a hard thing to see in, like, the setup that we had. Input is storage bus. Okay, the output is the interface. Is okay. Interface storage bus. So then that, yeah, that'll be the filter. Alright, so the output of the filter needs to come out and around me covered cable. So it's going to come around. Actually, it would just be real nice and easy just to come straight over here. Place the controller underneath for the maceration stack. Well, I like... Was there any reason for putting the controller underneath? So it's like seeing the controller like this visually. Yes, why is the controller underneath? Okay, so we need some more covered cables. Also, to everybody that's in the stream, I want to say thank you very much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. If you use cable control below, if it was above, you use wireless. Trying to understand here. If you use cable control below. I'm not understanding, Carlos, I apologize. Even if you had wireless connectors, I mean, you're talking to, you want to I mean, what does that change having this face down? I mean, no matter what, you're only connecting to these. You don't ever mess with the controller, right? Alright, so we're waiting on... So those are black ones. I guess I could grab some other ones, just re-dye them. Those are not covered cables. Smart cables. Dense covered cables. Okay, then those are more dense cables that are just... yeah. Okay, I don't think we're using gray anytime soon. No, we're not using... We want a magenta. You cannot connect the machine's output to the same network as the filter. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yep. I forgot that. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we need to have... black cables. Input magenta, output black, return that. Yep. Thank you for catching that. Which then, the return net, maybe I'll try and have all of those come in, but then we'll have that return up to this point. So that's just Fluix colored. We'll get the dense cable down this way, just so that way if we have a lot of channel, well, yeah, all the small cables just come down into here. And then they can all easily travel up to there, although we don't even have 8 filters, so let's not get too crazy. Me dense covered cables. I just have small cables, and I want some more small cables. Yeah, the black connects to the drives with the black terminal. Yeah. There we go. Getting somewhere now. Oh my gosh. I gotta light it up down here. That's terrible. Alright, we're good. Alright, sweet, so the output is now connected. Input is connected. I'm finally back in my world again after not being able to open any worlds. I opened Building Better Bases in Questbook and it kicked me from my world. And I wasn't able to open any worlds after I closed and reopened the Gregtech New Horizons instance. Like, that just happened today, or you said you've been waiting for like a long time? That's actually really, really annoying. I will say, I'm surprised. I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of bugs, but I'm surprised like how buggy 2.8 actually is when it got its full release. But I'm happy that like with the state it is in now, other than like after some time you have to kind of restart it because of like the data collection being bad. Or whatever they called it, the hodgepodge. For one macerator, it's okay. If you use more than one macerator, you need the system in the print I sent you. Yeah. So what I'll kind of have that same system. So I was thinking, excuse me, I don't know why I have this laid out like I have a macerator here. Although 2, 3, 2, 3, I could have a macerator come out to here. Heck, 2, 3 even out to here. I could have like so many macerators, and then have all the outputs kind of in the middle. Honestly, even at that point, the inputs can go into the middle as well to kind of save on channels. Only have, or, well, I guess you could, yeah, you could make like a quad macerator stack. Because if you don't care about when it gets macerated, just have the, like, put the output in the middle, and then you can have, yeah, 2 macerators share an input, 2 macerators share an input, and that'd be fine. Hey, Bacon, how's it going? In the filter storage bus, place a random item into the filter, otherwise they will put ours in the wrong place. Are you talking about in both of the filters? Too bad the light, like when these are on, the light that they produce doesn't actually at least cover one block to make it so that these don't spawn things on them. Or equals flowers. Yeah, your phone loves saying flower. Yeah, saying flowers. Also, Madeira, how's it going? When is the new Gregtech New Horizons video? So I have it pretty much chopped up with everything that I want to have in it. Later on today, I'm going to continue doing like some voiceovers and stuff. I would like to have the video released this weekend, so no later than Sunday. It's Friday today, so that is my goal, to have it released within the next 2 days. Just wondering, have you heard of Shipwrecked 64? I have not heard of that, Bacon. So all of the storage buses. Wait. Make sure it's not the actual interface. In the filter storage bus. Yes, place a random item into the filter. Okay. So, yeah, like gunpowder. Or what's... I guess it really doesn't matter. What's something that I'm probably not going to leave? We'll just say, like, yeah, barrel. Why not? Barrels are easy. Barrel. And then barrel. Okay, well for this one, yeah, this one makes sense. It's not gonna, it's already, this is the filter, so it's not gonna allow anything, so yeah, you can't put anything there. So there we go, we got the barrel there. Nice. Alright, so that's gonna take all the ores, and then this is gonna take... Honestly, I don't even know why you would have more of this here. Yeah, ore card does not need. I need to leave a message. Sounds good, Bacon. What's your message? Horse. Ah, yes, horse. Hold on. Uses. Okay, I guess you could macerate a bunch of stuff. But you wouldn't connect it into the system. Honestly, because I can't think of anything right now... I guess maybe eventually if you had, say, a bunch of, I don't know. I don't even know what you would have that you would just dump into the macerator that you would need a filter for here that isn't a filter in here. That's not a raw ore, that's not an ore, that's not crushed centrifuged. Like iron, you will want macerator, it's centrifuging. So, okay. Let me ask you this. Oh, wait, okay, so all of your iron and iron... Okay, I see. So you're still probably going to keep all of your iron, or like all of your ingots and everything over in this system, right? So that way you could macerate it into the dust. Same thing with like the steel. It's going to all gum it... Ah, I see. Okay, this is making a bit more sense. Yeah, because you're not going to send the iron ingots back to there and then send them back here. You're just going to keep them stored here and access them from here. And then just, yeah, obviously use them for... I see now. Okay, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, all of our macerator stuff that we have over in like the single block. The system looks so complicated. It is complicated. Like, it took me a while to even understand how the heck it even operates. But it's actually very, very nice, very clean, and keeps things well organized. Do not put ingots on the ore network, Blaze. Open the LAN. Okay, I'm sorry. But the ingots... Okay, so the ingots are going to go back to the main network, and then when you need... Well, like, say, making steel dust. So you pull ingots from the main net and you send them into the ore net back over here then? Is that how that works? To say, like, make steel dust for mixing into other dusts? So all of your dust, no matter what, is going to be stored in that network. Interesting. Ingots will stay in the smelt. Okay, I guess I didn't even realize, yeah, the smelt network was a thing. Well, I guess smelting... I don't even know, yeah, eventually we're going to have... Well, yes, okay. There's more to the ore proc network than I had thought. So, other than, say, like a level maintainer, isn't there a way with some cards that you could have... I think there is. Hold on. You could have cards that'll basically, like, say, oh, if I want to have 5,000 gold ingots smelted, but no more than that, like I want to save the rest of my dust, I can turn off the smelter, I think. So the redstone card adds redstone interactivity to the devices it can be used on with the following. Adds more slots for items. Crafting card allows you to craft automatically. If you put in items to be stocked, if there aren't enough, it'll craft them until it reaches a selected amount. In a me interface. So that's a crafting card in a me interface? Yeah, there are more storage buses that need random items. Okay. Smelting will be on demand, so it's part of the AutoCraft network, aka the mainnet. Oh, okay. You can ignore ingots. Sounds good. That makes sense. I thought the smelt network was part of the OreNet. Okay. That's fine then. I'm not too worried about that, yeah. Okay, so then we gotta get a barrel into these guys. But then we're gonna need some blue cables. You need to leave it as dust to use in the alloy blast furnace. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, can I not reach that? Ooh, we're actually not far off from the washers. That's not bad. Eventually, we're gonna have to move this around too, but whatever. It's fine. Oh, the Pyrolos ovens failed. They ran out of benzene upstairs. Oops. So we get rid of all this. Oops. Washer only needs one input, one output, and a liquid input. Yeah, since it's going to be filtered. Which I need to go grab some more wash casings then. And I should probably rebuild it now, just so we don't have to worry about having problems later. Also need to go do a thing real quick. It's almost nighttime. We'll go to sleep. So, I'm gonna go grab some more endstone dust, that way we get our tungsten continuing to be processed, which actually probably should check up on our benzene in the HV section of the base as well. I honestly feel like I would like to build... Well, so it's going to take a lot of power then if I... Well, maybe not build the full-size A2 controller, but I need to continue to plan it out somewhat nicely. 211 or 243, well, good enough for me. Put all of the end stone in there. 6,000. Yeah, our centrifuge might be empty over there. There will be a stream this weekend. I mean, as long as I get the video done and I have time, I would like to have a stream this weekend, yes. Roberty and, welcome into the stream. Actually, what am I doing? Just do this. I don't have much storage, it's not good. Honestly, I could just keep a barrel out here. Alright, we could drop this off for now. Oop. Drop that off. That'll be 2 items. Oh my gosh. This is not good. Barrel. Our wire snips. Screwdriver. Okay, there we go. Mess. It is an absolute mess. My inventory, it's always a disaster. Always has been, always will be. Yeah, look at that. Sad. Sad that I let that run empty. Oh boy. Alright, before I go back out there, I gotta drop off some of this stuff. Alright, all the Me Network stuff. Anything Me Network related. Awesome. That's good. Cleaned out some of my stuff a little bit. See, also with having the Proc network, hopefully we'll have, what do you want to say? Just a bit more organization, as well as hopefully getting everything finally into the Me system. No more stray chests laying around, no more of that junk. Also do this. It appears this is all empty. I'll grab my blaze powder back for my vibrant alloys. 6. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Hey, more blaze powder, let's go. Okay, so we'll continue getting this going. We'll see how much of our tungsten steel has actually been processed. I need to go to the market until when will the stream last? I'm not really sure. It might be possible that we might be gone by the time you get back. I don't have anything planned for how long it's going to be. I'm just going to kind of keep going until I have to hop off. Which I'm kind of surprised that I made it this far. So, if we don't see you again today, we'll see you later, Carlos. Thank you very much for jumping in. I greatly appreciate it. How my battery's 50%. Still got 50 more. 0, it's fine. 470,000 left. Oof. Alright, hopefully we'll figure out maybe hopefully how to get this connected up to the main net. Let's... Ooh. We also have to get this power, so actually... Should be able to give that power just by doing this, right? Grab like some cables here. Some fiber cables. It's okay, it will take about 20 minutes. If the monkeys don't throw stones at me, see you later. Sounds good, we'll see you later. Alright, so this will be my dust network. Try and see if we can get some power here. New or Proc net, yes. And then wherever my secondary or net is here. Or Proc secondary net. Yes, new or Proc net. Bind. There it is. Alright. Okay, so it's not happy with that. Why? Oh, we had a storage bus underneath, that's why. I need a storage bus. Keep forgetting that. Hey, there. Now it's happy. So now we should have power to all these. We have power to this. See all my ores. Don't know I have blaze powder in this section, but okay. And charcoal. Why do I... How do I have access to this? This is connected, all these. Oh wait, duh, no, this, okay, that's everything that's in my storage cells here, duh. I'm stupid. Alright, everything's in here. Okay, I don't need cells in here as well. Don't know how those end up over here. Yeah, rings, SMD conductors, those are just taking up a bunch of space. Or any iron. Ooh, getting a centrifuge over here is going to be nice too, just taking all those impure ores. What? Where's my cobblestone going? SMD inductor skip. Hello? Cobblestone? What? Where is the cobblestone going? Stone, cobble, cobblestone. Hello? Oh, it's, oh, because it's the any filter. Okay. need dirt. Export bus. So it's got that. So I'm not a fan of that though. So it's just going to keep clogging up the system with random garbage. Because if it doesn't, I'll have to ask later. If it doesn't fit in a filter here, I thought it wasn't supposed to go out. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. That's gonna be a problem. Otherwise, well, I guess all. Ooh, why is this? What is the export bus over Ordix say? So it says everything. So eventually, obviously, we shouldn't have charcoal here. Yeah, so the Ordict card, it just shows everything. So, like, everything could go through. I know I could filter, well, I wouldn't really be able to filter it for everything with all these filters here. Unless I have... I don't know how to filter it for everything other than... Or everything that is these filters. I don't think there's a way to do that. Or to maybe have it just connected, so that way it only pulls... Well, like, see, that's the thing. You have to figure out how to pull the items to at least get into there. So this pulls the items into the system, but then it gets stuck here if it's not a part of those filters, which is annoying. So where's my charcoal? Oh, good. Oh, good. How did charcoal get into the... Oh my gosh. I need to get an export bus for charcoal. Into a drawer. Just make a storage bus on top of the interface. Leading to your main net with all the trash. So, okay, like that kind of makes sense, but how do I keep the items that I want to go through from getting up into here? Like, obviously these are filtered already, and those will go up into the chest. Unless I'd have to make a garbage filter, which I'd just rather just take all the garbage out now and then prevent myself from inserting garbage into the system later. Drawer, and obviously we have a cart here, we have an upgrade. Bus. We should have some buses. Export. No, we have an export bus. I'll explain you my system sometime. When you have time, it might be easier to understand. Sounds good. I think you posted some of it in the Discord, didn't you? Although at this point I'm probably going to keep with this system, but maybe even if I just like looked at yours, it might help understand some other things to improve this one. Need an export bus. Is there no way to rotate that? All right. I did, yeah, but without a proper explanation. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. It's all right. There we got more stuff into storage now. Definitely gonna need an upgrade on that drawer. Acceleration card, though. Do we have one of those? Oh, yes. It's gonna be way, 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 way quicker than what I was expecting. Okay. Whoop. Should be able to get 4,000 stacks. Say your export bus to Ordict. Oh, I see. Or just have everything excluding the parentheses. This will export all possible processable ores into the ore proc subnet. Everything else can be handled by your ore proc storage bus. Ah, okay. So that makes sense, yeah. Because literally we're going to have all the ores, all the dust. Oh, I see crushed as well. So just doing crushed without the ore after it still works? Oh, I guess, yeah, crushed, because it's all just the crushed ore. 172. It's actually still a little bit slower than I thought it was going to be with all the acceleration cards in there. So, let's do all this correction. Ore, raw ore, crushed, dust impure, dust pure. Okay. So the only one that needs an asterisk before it is the first one, right? Or so we got crushed and then okay. Or dust impure. Gotta go now. See ya. Sounds good. We'll see you later, Carol. Thank you very much for jumping in. Or dust pure. Because this is still raw ore. So that, yeah, that should be able to go through, yeah. Ore gold. Well, I guess, yeah, ore is fine. Ore can stay there. Which, oh, we still need to get power to this. Cannot do this. Well, I guess if power came from that, it would work from that anyways. Actually, hold on. Okay, that does not transfer power. There it is. Storage bus online. Hopefully I didn't just screw stuff up. Device offline. Oh, it's online now, okay. The interfaces are offline, which I don't think they're ever online anyways. Now anything in the interface after the export bus has to be filtered in each subnet storage bus, be it ORDICT or normal filtering. That should be it for the OR proc. Well, thank you very much, Hydro. I greatly appreciate that. Is that? Oh no, that's not all the charcoal. It's kind of ugly looking, but I guess it works. That's for the... Actually, I don't even know. It's for the dust, although the dust I probably just have come back over here. I was gonna say, can I stop flying? Alright. So we're still slowly getting rid of the charcoal. Wyatt, what's going on? Can you play Silk Song? Hello, I'm back. Can I play Silk Song? I do not have Silk Song, so I do apologize. Let's dump this all in here for now. Although I do plan on actually going through and playing it someday. Yeah, couldn't I just do this? Get a couple export buses. Hold on, let's get this set up here. No, we had an import bus here, right? See, now I can't even find my system. Here it is. So that is, yes, an import bus. Okay. I went back. Did you get attacked by the monkeys? Is that why you're back so soon? Well, you can get it for Christmas. From Christmas. True. True, I could get it from Christmas. Or I could buy it myself. We just don't have the time to play it right now. I don't think filling the whole wall with, what do you want to call it? With storage drives is what I want to do. What's going to be a good way to connect? There were no people in front being blocked by monkeys. Okay. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I had a little bit of a problem. So we're exporting a bunch of the charcoal that was kind of clogging my system, and I updated the filter here. Instead of having just the asterisk for everything, we just have it with everything that's going to be going through it, in case there's like, yeah, other random garbage that we don't want clogging the system. So now I'm also trying to set up the import to where I can dump items in to the storage here. Which actually I just realized, if we have another storage drive like that, we'll do white cables for importing. It's probably a little bit much, but it's fine. Kind of ugly. Actually, no, it's not going to connect to this anyways. Duh. Why is the charcoal in the ORNet? I don't know why. I think it was from when I didn't have my filters, my sticky card set up properly. So when I put it all into the main net, it filtered back over to the subnet. How many games do you have? I have quite a few games. I got Terraria, Minecraft. I got a lot. I don't know if I could list them all right now, honestly. Just remember you can unlock the infinite spray can in IV. No need to craft colored cables with dyes anymore. Oh, that's going to be nice. Wait, okay, hold on. So if I do this, disconnect that to help the ugliness. Honestly, hold on, if I do this. Okay, I don't want that though. Alright, chat, sorry about that. We need an open LAN urgently, yes. Requires iridium, though. Okay. The recipe is a pain in the ass. Blaze will have lots of fun to make the dire crafting. The 9x9 crafting is stupid. Oh, the extreme crafting table we'll have to get. So, we don't have much longer left for the stream. We'll say about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. So hopefully we can get this kind of ready here. So, hold on, before we have problems here. We need to disconnect this. It already looks like it wasn't working anyways. Whatever. We'll just reconnect it. Now we got power. Okay. So you have the input for our items. So that'll be kind of nice. I shifted, but whatever. Can I not? There we go. Okay, anything else that doesn't go into the system? Yeah, we're gonna need this guy back. Hold on. Alexander, what's that sound? What sound? Are you talking about the music in the background? I guess since that's connected, that can also pull items. So we'll do this. And then I will put an upgrade card on it just so we have access to it. Oh yeah, the machines might have been on my end. Okay, all good. So if I put a storage bus on that, I'll put a sticky card with the stone on it. So that way I can still have access to it. If I'm thinking about that right. Is it still connected to the system? I don't know. We'll see. If I don't have access to it, if I have to mess around with it later, I'll do that. But let's go grab a sticky card. Need sticky card. Yeah, look at. See? I'm actually understanding something a little bit. That way it's going to pull all the stone dust into it, and then it's going to have a lot stored in it. Which actually, let's go grab our other stone dust. I don't think we're going to need this much, but it's fine. Alright, there we go, chat. Ore process generates a lot of stone dust, so you need to void the drawer. Yeah. 119k. Could I just do this? I guess not, because if it's not connected, it's not going to do anything. Place a storage chest there. Finally hooked up everything in my new power grid. Turns out my HNO3 production is bottlenecking so badly, but I have a good buffer, so it's fine. Alright, I'll deal with that on my own time. We got the sticky card in there, that's fine, has access to it, we're good. How do I have 10 acceleration cards? I'll take it. Device missing channel. How is it missing a channel? Is it because there's too many channels now? I just can't connect right to that. Midas, what's going on? How you doing? Alright, now I need my network visualization tool. Ugh, which I don't even have. Count. Yeah, there's one there, then we already got 5 there. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interface here is probably 8. So then if I just connect... 9. So if I just add in a controller here, would that make that better? Would that do something? Interface this filter network. What do you mean? There we go. 112. 51 tungsten steel, not bad. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I forgot this was number 9 here. So now this isn't working anymore. Okay, fall down the hole, please. Device online. This is not. I just found out you can matter manipulator IC2 crops. That's epic. Ooh, it's actually really nice. So if I do that, does that help? Five drivers. Oh, 5 drives, 1 terminal, 3 export, 1 storage, 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then possibly the interface. Might need me some more controllers. No interface. What do you mean? Okay, so that interface doesn't count. Okay. That's the interface that's past the export bus does not count. Okay. Controller. Missing a lot of diamonds for that. Oof. Oh good, I don't have enough diamonds for any controllers. That's good. Oh no, I have diamonds over here. But I can no longer get out. So I disconnected this, so there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why does that not get power anymore? Huh? What happened? When flat devices connect to another device, it generates 2 networks. Oh, okay. So here's my ore proc. Oh, this is turned off now too. Yeah, so this whole thing should be a secondary network. And that shouldn't matter. We should still have access to this one. What? Why did that happen? because this also connects to the macerator interface. So is that where I was getting the power from? Device missing channel. Oh, so that's another. So if I do this. I just completed my monazite line. Congrats on that. That's probably a massive headache to do that. So that guy's getting power. Again. I was too lazy to do monazite line, and the bass line. Send it in Discord was fine. You turned the return network into a bomb. Oh no. What could I have possibly done? Only the dissolution tank is annoying in the monazite line, the rest is a breeze. So I shouldn't have to do with anything on this side. Guess maybe I'm eventually going to need to move this out more to get a dense cable to allow for more channels. Unless I need like a controller block in here or something. That's what I'm trying to think of, but might be a good point to kind of take a break. That way I can get some more resources, some diamonds. I really need to get some diamonds going. Although I had some in storage here that I could move over at one point, but I need to figure out why that's not getting power. So we're getting power here. Should be able to send power through here into this system. Return net, it was supposed to have only one driver. Or one drive, one terminal, and one export bus in the machine output interfaces. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was supposed to have, like, put a drive in the middle of here just to accept the items and then have that export back into the system. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll have to mess around with that. Maybe, like, if I'm not actually streaming... Oh, I haven't even been recording this entire time. Oops. Open the LAN, lol. Alright, well, I do want to say thank you very much for everybody jumping in. I do greatly appreciate it. We did make more progress on the system, although we kind of messed up the system. I don't know what we really did. We'll have to mess around with it. See if we can get power back in and maybe kind of start... Well, maybe keep the outputs there, but kind of maybe mess around with this a bit more. But I want to say thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it as well. I'm going to try and get the next video released this weekend. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And also, we should be having at least another stream or two this weekend as well. So keep an eye out for those. Technically, if it's a distribution network, you don't need drives. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll get it figured out. Just take a little bit of time. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Take care.